cheesing. I'm cheesing, Jay. I'm cheesing, Jay. Back on business. It's PropAholics today. And we're gonna look at the lines in a savage kind of way. What's up, everyone? What's going on? How are you today? What's up, man? Welcome to the show, everybody. You know what it is, PropAholics. I'm drinking coffee, keeping it simple. We're doing the whole card, prop deep dive, doing it right for the people. You understand me? I feel pretty good. My stomach was bothering me earlier, guys. My stomach was killing me, but I'm all right. Listen, I'm feeling a little better, and I'm give my best shot at making some savagery come together. If you have tuned into the show before, you know the drill. It's fight by fight. I'm trying to find props that might be worth touching for every matchup. Some stuff maybe I have written down beforehand that I've seen before that I think, might be something to gander. Other stuff, listen, we come in off the top of the freaking head and we don't care. And I try and find the, sneakiness of it all. So we're going to start things off here in a moment. It's a ladies fight, but make sure you start the show off right. Make sure you smash the like button if you're just tuning in. Show some love to the stream. Let's make it a PropAholics banger. This is a good card. Weigh-in show tomorrow. Lots of live streams tomorrow. It's big business, Jay, all Friday. And, also bringing a bit of heat today as well. So get your votes up in the poll. And YouTube actually changed the placement of the live chat poll, which is kind of crazy. I have never seen this before. This is a whole different experience. The live chat poll is currently on the side. That's different. That's completely different. They switched it up on me. That's wild. But anyways, W to the people watching. How's everybody doing? Good to see you guys. All right. I want to get into the ladies fight ASAP. There's a lot of fights on this card, some of which are pretty good, some of which are, put it nicely, relatively mediocre. But overall, there are some matchups that got me pretty stoked. All right. So W, I see you guys dropping love in the chat. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Big W's to the people, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in, starting it off right. And yeah, let's kick it off with a fucking shebang. You understand me? Let's kick it off right, man. Let me bring the PropAholics screen up now. There we go. There's the ladies. They're all ready to rock. So Alexia Thainara versus Bruno Brasil is the kickoff fight on this card. My brain tells me, listen, I have to favor the Thainara grappling game over Bruno Brasil. Now, to be fair, Bruno Brasil does have the win over Thainara with the third round gilly in a relatively close fight on the regional scene. But at the time of that fight, Thainara was like, very young, 30 now. She's 28. I don't know where they got 30 on MMA Fight Center. It's a fake Brazilian birth certificate, but she was listed at 22 at the time they fought before. I think she's made the adequate adjustments. Her grappling skills are going to be a difference maker. Brazil's an active girl. She's a good kickboxer, but the problem is I see the grappling edge for Thainara being a big difference. I hate the betting lines. These lines are stupid for this fight. If you have yet to see the betting lines, prepare to feel like, wow, this shit's dumb. So, the odds are definitely not something that, for lack of a better term, I fancy. All right. I think the odds are rather trash for this type of matchup. So Thainara is an 8-1 favorite. Just for the fun of it, implied probability says she's got an 89% chance to go out and win. The odds of her winning, yeah, relatively high, but 8-1 high? Come on, bro. Let's not act like Bruno Brasil is just a corpse on the other side. She's coming off of a decision loss to Ketlin Souza, who's a dangerous striker. Ladies fight, so your first thought is normally over 2.5 rounds. Thainara has good jiu-jitsu skills, but positional dominance is her bread and butter. Decision sits at -125, but it's not really like a needle moving bet at all. Let's see. Thainara. Jesus. Honestly, we could just skip this one. We could just skip this shit. There's really nothing worth your time here. I mean, unless you're going towards Brazil, like, okay, I'm going to tell you how you could play it. So if you like Brazil, you could go Brazil most significant strikes plus 300. And let me see what the poll has as far as who's favored. So 91% of the chat is favoring the side of Thainara. But I feel like the majority are telling me to skip. I'm not going to go too long with this fight. We'll close out the poll as is and just end up leaving it be. Thainara by decision is minus 125. Is that the line? Thainara sub round 1 at plus 425. Like, could she get there and get to the position? Yes, but do I rate it as like an absolute or like a high probability outcome? It just doesn't seem like the smartest way to chase plus money. Like, it was plus 800, but Brazil, to be fair, it's not like she's getting mollywopped. She's never been finished in round 1. Her losses in the UFC are Gomes, Lukbume, Wang, and Souza. To be fair, though, this is the best grappler she's fought in the UFC. And obviously, they fought before. It's a rematch, but I think in a lot of senses that is rather irrelevant as far as this certain matchup. Now, as far as the poll options that I want to drop some for you guys that feature, you know, the side of specific method of victory. Thainara decision, which I think everybody's thinking is minus 125. Jesus. I lean yes on that. Unanimous decision is what? Anything plus money, minus 110. Thainara unanimous decision is minus 110. I mean, you could maybe put it in like a prop cycle at minus 110. Thainara sub plus 215. Yeah, I'm going to see what sub or decision is. I'm telling you, it's going to be like 4-1. No way it's valuable. Thainara sub or decision. 6-1 odds, bro. Oh, nah. That's ugly. That's hideous, man. Oh, this is more of a stay the fuck away. All right, I'm gonna give you guys 4 options. Either Thainara decision, Thainara submission, Thainara unanimous decision, or a dog or pass option. I know there's gonna be some sickos out there that are gonna chase the underdog. Even though I personally don't really rate it as dog play that catches my eye. It just feels like an obvious fucking Thainara win. Like, you can, you know, attempt to try and think so deep about it, but I don't think so. W Midwest Cannabis, thank you for the 21st love, my boy. I appreciate that. Starting it off with a shebang. Shebang. I'll leave the poll up for another minute. Starting it off with a shebang. Shebang, Jay. Oh, yeah. Netflix raises prices before the MVP card? Of course, bro. They have high-level MMA now. Worth it. I love the Netflix MMA card. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. People shitting on it. I'm all in. I'm fully supporting it, bro. I'm covering it. I've told you, I'm doing the full fucking content slate for it. They want to show some respect to the fight game. I'm gonna show some respect. I'm gonna show some respect, bro. As a true passionate one, we're doing it. We're doing it right. One in the chat if you smoke right now. Hey, no Ripsky J tonight. I'm sober J. Sober J. Got a fucking beard here. Oh my God. Beard hair stuck on my Zin, bro. That's fucking disgusting. I'll just take that Zin L right there. Bingo bongo. Listen, that tells you everything you need to know about this Thainara fight. Fuck all of it. Fuck this one, bro. Stay the fuck out. I'm chilling. I ain't doing it. Hell nah. Hell nah. To the nah, nah, nah. Let's keep running. Yeah. Ricky Simón and Adrian Yanez. I don't give a fuck what they saying. Yanez hands are in it, man. Yanez can box, yo. You telling me it's crazy? Yanez clips Simón with a check hook, left hook, maybe a little stiff jab. Like, the hands of Yanez are real. I get it. Everybody's like, but Simon's wrestling. Simon's wrestling. But he's not that good of a fucking wrestler. They're acting like he's from Dagestan and Chechnya, motherfuckers. I don't think so. I've been watching Ricky Simón forever. What do I think of Ricky? He can pressure wrestle. He's in decent shape. You know? He's ready. He's ready to go. He's coming in fucking solid. I believe in him. Yanez hasn't KO'd anyone good, but could he not end up landing a nice shot? Could it not be close? I like over 2.5 here. I'm going Yanez. But I respect the Simón side. The more physical side, I get it. I get it. I get it. Get it. I get it. I know PDX, you're going to be at UFC Seattle, bro. So this car is the big one for you. This is the big banger for you. Let me know how the event is in person. I'm curious to see. All right, I'm going to throw a few options out. Prop betting wise. Get a quick idea before I start the poll off. So I think consensus opinion over 2.5 at minus 170. I think that's a good consensus opinion. Right? Makes sense. Seems on point. You know? That's it. Yanez decision plus 300. But obviously I like the dog straight up. Simón by decision is the way you play Mr. Ricky Simón. Plus 115. What am I looking for here? I know what I'm looking for. I just can't find it. Split them in Jordan. Nah, I don't like it at plus 450. Damn, the plus 3.5 is minus 205 for Yanez, bro. It's fucking crazy. To me, I'm like, if we got a minus 205 plus 3.5, bro, just dog or pass me that shit, bro. Give me the fucking dog. You understand? I'm feeling good, Mythical. How you feeling, bro? My stomach was fucking killing me earlier, though. Like, nasty, bro. But I've returned from the brink of death, and I am back. Better. Better than before. I had some chicken patties, but it's from last night, bro. I had these fucking like these chicken nugget things. They're you know, relatively good macros. But it's like there's like chickpeas that, like, you know, are kind of what they have for the breaded element of it. And I swear to God, bro, I never had that much at one time. I went hard on it last night. Holy shit, dude. Stomach's been off since fucking 2 in the morning. Started just farting like a savage. I was like, holy shit. Then I felt like I was gonna puke for a while. And I kept waking up in the middle of the night. I'm like, Jesus. But I survived. Yeah, the real good chicken, exactly. Bro, so I had some of that because I'm like, fuck it, man. I was like, let me just load up on this. Nah. I'm like, let me never do that much again. I'll handle fucking 5 ounces at a time, bro. I did like 9. I was just going hard as fuck. I was like, yo, I'm like, just give me everything. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, fuck my whole stomach up for sure. Bro, don't eat that shit. It bloated you so bad. You got PTSD. Bro, I was eating like just not much. Like I was doing like 4 to 6 ounces. 4 ounces don't bother me. Six, I'm pushing a little bit. Dog, doing 9? Hell no. Not doing it again. I ordered the fucking the Purdue chicken instead. I was like, you know what? I'd rather just have that. I'd rather take more calories in and just have that, bro. I don't give a shit. Sometimes you're just lazy, right? It's late at night. You don't feel like fucking making a chicken patty. You don't want a protein shake. So that's why I buy those nuggets, because it's like an easy way to stay like within the macros, you know? It's like 3 falafels hidden as chicken breading. That's funny. Bro, some beetroot juice. You know what sounds good to me? A goddamn root beer, bro. A root beer sounds nice right now. A nice root beer, bro. Sit down, bro. Like, give me like, I'm talking about like a good, like OG root beer. I haven't had regular root beer in I don't know how long, though. I only have had like the 0 calorie formulations. Simón by decision just won the poll, by the way, at plus 115. Yeah, a good Barks root beer. Welcome to Moe's, bro. I'm craving a prime Moe's burrito, but let me tell you, bro. Every time I've gone to Moe's as an adult, it's been mid. But when I was younger, dog, holy shit. It was so good. Yo, Kyle941, he said, AJ, I've had a rough week, brother. Hope you're doing well. Let's make money this Saturday. Let's make money this Saturday, but also let's just hope that your week turns around, dude. I'm sorry to hear that, my boy. Rampage on the Tim Welch pod. No, I haven't seen it. I have not seen it, man. Can't forget how Yanez got TKO'd by leg kicks. Yeah, but prime Jonathan Martinez is one of the nastiest leg kickers in the game. He was a different savage. And like, you know, it's Ricky Simón, bro. Ricky Simón ain't chopping at legs like that. Would I like to go to Moe's Bar from the Sims? I'll pass, bro. You miss root beer and Dr. Pepper? Bro, I'm sorry in Nicaragua they don't have it. I'm surprised they don't have root beer. A Ripsky sounds good. You always been high on Lifely. Enjoy your Ripskis if you want. I had it last night. Didn't feel much. Kind of a little bit fucking tired. After the stream, I was cooked, bro. I was like, ooh. I was like, woo, let me eat 9 ounces of this fucking garbage. Michael Chiesa KO is a crazy take. Listen, let's keep moving up the card, bro. I'm not opposed to side tangents galore, but let's focus on getting some props in. We got Navajo Sterling and Bruno Lopes. Let me fucking tell you something. If Navajo Sterling isn't a lock on this card, I don't know who is a lock on this card. Navajo Sterling should destroy. I'm predicting the first knockout of his UFC career. Obviously, if you look at the prop bets, I'm sure many of you have already glanced upon them. Minus whatever. What is it? Minus 160? Something along those lines. Let's see. They can't make it easy for me and just go all the way over, you fucking tards. Oh, Jesus. Knockout for Navajo Sterling minus 175. Like, that's stupid as fuck. So at that point, you got a round profit. So I'm like, all right, I think Navajo Sterling wins by KO. What round does he get it? Does Bruno survive to the third? I'm going to go no. Navajo's patient. Does he get it in one? Probably less likely. I guess I'm going to have to say Navajo round 2 seems more likely than anything else. Sterling, could he find it in the first? Yeah. I fell off my bike today from a sharp right turn. Glad no one's seen. I have a bruise cut on my leg. As soon as I get back up, I said, hey, it can't be worse than the Gaethje leg kick. You're so right, though. It's not as bad as the Gaethje kick. It's just more, you know, when you fall off the bike, you're embarrassed. You know, I've lived it. That sucks, though. I wish you a speedy recovery from falling off the fucking bike. This stuff. I'll put decision in the running, but I think that Lopes a little chinny. Like Navo could get his first KO here. But the problem is, we haven't seen the urgency in the UFC. He's a tactician, dude. He really is. He's a fucking tactical striker. Stirling decision plus 325. Okay. Morning, AJ, enjoying the show. Hey, Acid Legs fan. Wherever it's morning by you, good morning. For us, it's good fucking evening. But hey, W, I hope you're having a good day. Starting off right. Get some fucking coffee in your system, make it happen. What are you doing? Is there any upside to anything here? Over 1.5 is what? Minus 130. What's Sterling over 1.5? This is interesting. Minus 110. They're not gonna give you shit. I just go fucking minus 130. The hell? Are you the only one that thinks Lopes is lap? Not the only one, but one of the few. You get me through work in Perth as we speak. Hey, Acid Legs fan, W in Perth, bro. Your childhood sucked if you never ate absolute shit on a bike at some point. I completely agree with that. I remember my first bad bike fall. I was, maybe 7 years old in front of my grandmother's house. This is when I still was in Massachusetts, bro. I fucking and what got fucked about it is not the pain of falling. It's the fact that my fucking shoelace is stuck on the stupid fucking bike. So now I'm stuck on the ground. I got my shoelace fucking tied into the bike. I can't get this thing off. So I'm fucking wheeling myself back. And I'm like, God damn, I'm like crawling on the ground to my grandmother's backyard, And honestly, I'm also hoping that my grandmother's not the one to find me. I don't want her to have a fucking freak out. You know how these Italian ladies are. The older Italian women, Mamma mia, Mamma mia. They lose it. And then, it's like, I'm fine. Oh, what you do? And so, thank God my mom was at the house. Fuck, you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Another story. This time I fucking fell on the bike and I got cut. I fucking ripped my knee. So I go inside. I'm like, yeah, I need a Band-Aid. They're like, yeah, we're like, wait, we got to first put the medicine on it. Like, all right, no problem. Dog, I'd rather fall off the bike. I remember the pain of falling off the bike was fine. They pour this fucking medicine on it. My fucking 6-year-old, 7-year-old self is fucking crying. Burning, bro. Feels like there's a literal fucking poison just fucking destroying my leg, like acid or something. I think it was the hydrogen peroxide. It's fucking bubbling. Fuck it. Let me fall off the bike 10 times over that shit happening to me. Holy hell. Yeah, that was a hell of an experience as a kid, man. Not a pleasant one at all. Falling off the bike. Dude, I had a scar until I was probably like fucking 19 because I swear to God, it was the peroxide burning into my fucking system. That was terrible. That was bad. You almost died the other day, but glad to be here. I'm glad you're here too, man. Pedal smashing the shins. Just anything hitting your shin sucks. I remember there's this kid, he was like fucking around, he like slides his scooter, right? And it hit me right in the shin. I'm like, fucking go to hell. The kid was so offended. He's one of those like hardcore, like religious types. Can't believe you tell somebody to go to hell. First time you experienced hydrogen peroxide from falling off a bike. Yeah. It is an interesting experience, dude. You used to purposely stick your foot in the front tire to flip on your bike. Do you have a death wish? Fucking crazy. Of course, bro. The sound, yeah, it sounds like a motorcycle. You got to, bro. By us, they were doing fuck. Like I don't know, it's like a piece of plastic, and like you put it on and you tie it, and the piece of plastic like flaps against the spikes, and it gives like the motorcycle sound. That was the shit, bro. If you weren't doing that, you were fucking weird. Yeah, man. I remember the bike that was like the shit was at one point by me was that fucking Tony Hawk bike. That Tony Hawk bike was cool as fuck, man. I remember I had this nice mountain bike, classy bike. Fucking left it in the front of my house. Somebody fucking stole it, bro. Somebody fucking stole it. I'm like, go fuck yourselves. The playing cards, that's smart too. The baseball cards. Yeah, I imagine like how many young kids had like these great baseball cards and now are worth some shit that is fucking getting chopped up in the bikes. Classic times, dude. Classic times. Yo, big dog, it's the decision king in the chat. I watch you on TV and chat from my phone. 2 views. Hey, Marshall Johnson, W, bro. W. I said Marshall, but it's Marsha. W either way. Not too late to switch up the lock. What the fuck is misunderstood with the underdog lock? What is misunderstood? Motherfuckers talking like they got these savage picks every week. Motherfuckers is shit talking my dogs while they stay locking a minus 500 and they give me a hard time about a dog missing. The fuck are you talking about? One thing you come at me with, oh, well, I'm playing this underdog and that one hits and I'm against you. Then you can talk shit because you one up me on that. That you can talk shit. You know? Flat cap Adesanya is my favorite emoji, bro. All right, we got Gabby Fernandes taking on Casey O'Neill. Listen, dude, I'm going against the jacked Brazilian woman. I don't know if this pick lasts until the weigh-ins. To be honest, this is one that I don't know. Like, I definitely could see myself changing my mind. Because even as I fucking predicted, I'm like, am I sure about this? Like, do I want to fucking pick skinny Casey O'Neill? But the lines are somehow even. This is what, like, this is what, you know, it's like, wow, it's not like there's a lot of money coming in on Fernandes, as jacked as she looks, and for good reason. She's not that good. Casey O'Neill, her ground game is her most effective attribute. And if she can consistently get it there, I think she can win. But she's dealing with a strong woman. Is Casey O'Neill still at extreme? Trying to see who the fuck she's training with. Or I don't recognize anybody in the room. I don't recognize anybody in the room with her. Wait. Oh, she's at Bang Tao 3 weeks ago. Oh, she's over in Thailand, bro. That's a shift. Interesting. So she decided to go to Bang Tao. And honestly, it makes sense because her striking was the weakness. You're on Fernandes. You feel the same way. Her takedown defense is butt, and so are her get-ups. Dude, just because Casey O'Neill is in Thailand at Bang Tao makes me think, like, I got to just follow through. I got to put respect on Bang Tao. UFC every Saturday up until the White House card, just noticed, and the Saturday after, too. Yeah, ESPN's always off kilter, though, with the gyms that they're at. They're not updated. You know, Erosa's trash. I gotta ask, why is it though, like that he gave Melky such a dogfight, and now Erosa's looked at as trash? Like he went to fucking war with Melky, and now Lahian Douglas just gonna cream him in a round. I'm not understanding the logic of the masses. Whether or not Erosa wins or loses, I feel like is irrelevant in this equation. It's the fact that it's a value line because he shouldn't be plus 250 against a guy debuting. Of the past 3 Melky Costa fights, Julian Erosa actually put up a fucking fight. I'm just struggling to understand. Struggling to understand why it's looked at as he has 0 chance here. Now, if Lahian Douglas knocks him out, God bless. That's 3-1 fucking favorite. Right. Erosa has crazy fucking value. Exactly. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. People don't see that. It's weird. Juicy J is good. It's so weird. It's so weird. I get it. Lion Douglas is a scary fucking, strong Brazilian with power. I mean, I understand. Maybe he's that good. And maybe he fucking wins, bro. But that's why you just make your call and you grab your nuts, bro. I'm not scared of taking a loss. And I'm also, with that confident in my call to win. Same shit. I'm going Casey O'Neill here. Yeah, my pick is Casey O'Neill. I'm on a fucking rambles galore on the side. All right. All right. All right. All right. So I need some quick props, man. I think the obvious choice for this fight is over 2.5 rounds. But at minus 260, I don't give a damn about doing that. So I have to pick somebody to win in some way. O'Neill by decision plus 180. O'Neill by sub plus 800. See, O'Neill by sub at plus 800. I'm putting respect on that. O'Neill sub plus 800. Respect. O'Neill decision plus 180. Respect. Fernandes decision plus 165. Respect. Dude, I will not do a Gianni impression of him picking Erosa. I'll tell you the impression I'll do in a second for you, though. And it's not going to be Gianni of fucking Erosa. I won't curse my pick like that. I won't curse it. Gianni the Greek getting the call into the show. Mr. Greek, what is the freak lock of the week? I'm laying the chalk on Lahian Douglas to win by knockout at minus 160. I'll play the favor of the upside and the favorites getting a finish coming off of Contender Series hitting at a 48% clip, but with knockout being a 70% consistent category of method of victory call. There you go, bro. You're killing me, man. Holy shit. O'Neilly decision. O'Neilly decision. That was scarily accurate, bro. My Gianni impression is next level, bro. Like, it's seriously, it's next level. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. I honestly have never seen their YouTube show. Nothing against it, though. It just never comes up in my algorithm. I clicked on the show when it was on Fight Pass before. I never got the invite. I was offended. I was going to do the impression for them. They fucking kicked my ass off seconds, bro. Voice actor Jay on the low, man. I got some voices, bro. I got some for sure. You live in Vegas with Gianni, or you live with Gianni in Vegas? Please explain exactly what you mean. The percentages are accurate, bro. You went in and wanted to hate it. It was kind of good. I can imagine it was good. I think Gianni the Greek seems actually like a chill guy. I actually have like no negative opinions of him. I just think he's got a fucking fun impression to do. My shit's accurate. Wow, O'Neal by decision, leading the way. Hey, O'Neal by decision, leading the way. I'm rocking the great Volkanovski shirt right now. So put some fucking respect on it. Okay? Put some fucking respect on the name. Even though historically I can't pick a fucking Volk fight worth shit. I got this shirt before Topuria chinned them. I picked against him with Diego Lopes. Yeah. Big J was fucking delusional. Hey, sneaky Betskis, you already know Aiden Samanic, bro. Of course. Come on now. Of course, bro. Let's keep climbing up the card, man. We got some sneaky props. And if you're a member, you know I'm dropping everything in Discord after the stream. So if you didn't see the whole show, you're missing stuff, you don't feel like going back and rewatching, I'll just drop all of the poll results in the Discord. So W to all the Discord members, bro. I appreciate you guys. And surprise, surprise, motherfuckers, I'm doing members after this. Tyrell Fortune versus Marcin Tybura. Let me tell you about this fight, dude. Let me tell you about this fight. Tyrell Fortune at 35 is in his prime. Marcin Tybura at 40 is not. If Tybura shows up fat tomorrow, like he did, took on De Liha, then I really am going to feel good about Fortune blasting through him. I really think Tybura is in the worst shape of his career, at least last time. And I could see that carrying over to this one. The Mick Parkin fight was not impressive. Now, Tyrell Fortune, he's a longtime Bellator fighter. He never reached the title there, but he's a good wrestler. He's got power in his hands. It's not so much that I think Tyrell is the next heavyweight champion. Understand, that's not the case. But I look at the resume, and I pay close attention because this is what I do. Okay, in Bellator, starting his career in Bellator, fought some bumps. But, you know, lost to Tim Johnson. It is what it is, right? Able to get a win over Saeed Salma, who at one point actually had a bit of hype and currently is on a 3-fight MMA win streak. And to be honest, Tim Johnson knocking him out, I know some people are going to, try to check him for that. But let's not forget, Tim Johnson beat Marcin Tybura, okay? In 2016, Tim Johnson was able to beat Tybura, and then in 2020, he beat Tyrell Fortune. So Tim Johnson's level is one of those guys that I would consider, in some ways underrated. He pulls shit out of his ass. Now he's old and washed, but at one point, like, he was a really underrated heavyweight. He fucking almost beat Volkov in Volkov's UFC debut. I thought he won the decision. They gave it to Volkov. So, like, I look at that loss and I'm like, all right, so whatever. He lost to Tim Johnson as a young up-and-comer. And then the Daniel James fight was competitive, but it was a fucking no contest. And then, Linton Vassell split decision. Linton Vassell is pretty good, man. Linton Vassell is still winning fights to this day. He won fucking last weekend at PFL. So Linton Vassell's no bitch. And the lower level guys he's fought, he's taken out. He lost to Sergey Bilostiani, who's this up-and-coming Russian. The guy's pretty good. Only losses are to Tyrell Fortune by DQ in the first fight, like high-level fights. And then to Meldovsky on a decision. And then he just knocked out Carl Williams in August. Carl Williams, obviously ex-UFC fighter. And then I look, he's got 3 straight wins. Not huge names. Myron Dennis, Demario Dennis, Tony Lopez. Busting, some mids. But I feel like you have to respect Tyrell Fortune's level. And I think at 35 versus the 40-year-old, he should pull through. Exactly, bro. That loss to the Russian don't really bother me. I feel like Tybura, he's over the hill, man. I think we're going to see him look good. Possibility of a knockout, too, depending upon how Tybura looks on the scale. So we'll look towards the prop betting side. We'll give it, a bit of a fucking gander. All right. Let's see. I'm going to close out this poll. All right. 70% of the chat on Fortune. I respect the people's call. Okay. So, poll-wise, let's see. Fortune by KO, plus 140. All right. Fortune by decision, plus 550 is crazy. Honestly, bro, you can consider sprinkle prop in that fucking decision. If you got Tybura, how does he win? Is he going to lock up a neck? Tybura sub? Tybura decision? I feel like Fortune's live to get him with a blitz. What's Fortune round 1 KO? Let's just say an out-of-shape Tybura shows up looking terrible. They're not giving you that much. I mean, it's plus 400, but it's not that good. Fortune round 1 KO is plus 400. Now, if you got Tybura, how does he pull it off, you think? Over 1.5. What do you think? What do you think? If you got Tybura, how does he do it? I like Fortune KO. That's my pick. Tybura, you think sub? Yeah, a tired Fortune is locked in a weird spot against the savvy vet. I feel like that's kind of the only way Tybura is doing it. All right. Sub plus 350. There we go. There we go. I don't think Tybura is laying and praying him. Nah. But for me, what makes sense is Fortune to blast him. I'm going with tough American, good right hand. Listen, he got power in his right. Good wrestler, proven gas tank. Likes to strike though, for sure. And if he stays patient and then finds his kill shot, Tybura is not that great of a wrestler. You don't think Fortune is a Deliha? Maybe not, but what does Tybura got left? Let's see. Yeah, Fortune money line is good. For the sake of PropAholics, I dropped the prop options, but yeah, I think money line is a value play. Not a bad money line at all. What are we looking at? Minus 145? Minus 138? We'll see. After the weigh-ins, it depends on how Tybura looks. I think a lot of people are going to think if Tybura looks fat, they'll bet the other side. Minus 138, Fortune, slight favorite. Close money, but slight favorite. Tybura's power underrated in your eyes? He's more of a comeback fighter, though. I don't know. I don't rate Tybura's power much at all. All right, the poll has a clear winner. Yeah, I don't think Tybura has power. Tybura has a good ground game. Got a bit of a chin in his prime, but I don't think he's in his prime. So looking towards the poll, Fortune by knockout's the winner. Plus 140. I completely agree. I think that's a money call. Decision could be the, plus money chase. Next up is Chase Hooper versus Lance Gibson. I just think of it like this. I got UFC vet that's getting some wins versus, a decent guy from Bellator. You know what? Chase Hooper, people are going to say, oh, but he's the UFC vet. And you pick Tybura. But yeah, Chase Hooper's still young, though. Lance Gibson's first area of skill is just grappling. And I think he lacks the striking power that I look for against Chase Hooper. I know it's easy to say, well, Chase is chinny. But, look at who knocked him the fuck out. Really give it a look and think logically for a second. He's been knocked out in the UFC. By who? Steve Garcia and Alexander Hernandez. Steve Garcia is a wrecking ball, knocking people out left and right at 145. And Alexander Hernandez is a pretty underrated striker, and he's on a 4-fight UFC win streak. And then he knocked out Diego Ferreira as an underdog in the fight after. So I feel like Chase Hooper in this spot should be fine. I think he's going to be able to create some striking chaos, pressure forward, get to top position, and out grapple Lance. Inside distance chase at plus 110. Not a bad call if you think he might ground and pound him. Submission is definitely there, but you can stay safe with just going for the finish prop instead. Like chasing, Hooper to win by sub is not a necessity. Let's see. Hey, W. Michael Maloney, keep up the good work. Hey, I'm showing my two bros your channel for the first time. They say your shit was fire. What's up? Hey, W to your bros, Michael Maloney. Thank you for the love. Thank you for sharing the channel, man. Hey, you did it, bro. I always say to my visit, make sure you share the video too. Share the stream. All love on that. Thank you for the support, my boy. I think Chase Hooper is a lock, but I get it. Minus 310 is a little wide. It's just Lance Gibson is not this big puncher. He's a technician, and he's honestly more of a grappler. Chase Hooper is the better grappler. If you want to hedge yourself on both ends for Hooper to get the finish, a little ground and pound coverage like PDX said, you got Hooper ITD. If you think, nah, I'm going to trust my gut and go with decision or submission, plus 200 and plus 215. Lance Gibson by KO, if you're thinking he might get him, 5-1 odds. He's knocked people out, but I just don't rate Lance Gibson as like a power hitter. More of a kickboxing technician with the grappling being the, true base of what he does. All right, let's see. Let's run some shit real quick. Now, it's not a bad idea, Casey. Even though you're picking Hooper, if you want to cover both ends and go Gibson KO, I mean, at plus 500, if you're thinking maybe he lands a big shot, it's not awful, especially if you have some parlays with Hooper. You want to give yourself like a hedge possibility. All right. Boom. I have to tell you guys, my nausea is clearing down. I won't lie, bro. There was moments for a stream where I felt like I was gonna puke, man. I'm holding it together beautifully because I do feel slightly nauseous right now, but I'm all right. I'm all right. I'll feel better soon. Nothing helps me to feel better when I feel sick as talking MMA. Hooper KO would go crazy, bro. Hooper KO would go crazy. Hooper chins him. Looks like a striking fucking menace. Exactly. You said it earlier. You said, by main card, we feeling good. I think so, bro. My stomach's settling, man. All right. Just listen, bro. If you get those real good food nuggets, eat them with caution, bro. I ate fucking too much of it yesterday, and all day I've been feeling off. All day my stomach's been off kilter. I ate some chicken patties, bro. My stomach's still feeling off, bro. Anything I put in there that's meat based, I feel off. I think for the rest of the night, I think what I'm gonna do is a fucking deli turkey sandwich, plain, simple. Might have a little fucking fruit, maybe a little tiny bit of yogurt. I don't know. I'm not eating much today. Those nuggets are evil, bro. I got to take a break from them. Like, I swear to God, bro, the nausea is real right now still. It's not too bad. It's less. The start of the show through like probably up until like fight number 5. But as we got to the last fight, the Fortune fight, it started to ease a little. I was thinking, damn, bro, I'm about to puke on stream. Got a bag right next to me just in case, bro. Stomach just feels fucked up, dude. It's fucked up. Nasty feeling, bro. Nasty, nasty. Ate too many chicken patties, bro. Forgot my comment from last night. Nah, that was your first girlfriend, sweet potato chicken patty. I remember. I might have to go vegan J for the rest of the night, dude. Vegan J, vegan gains. Damn, you have a good poker face. I couldn't tell earlier at all, bro, because I got to keep it together for the sake of the show. The way that I deal with it is I just accept this possibility. If I have to puke, I have to puke, bro. Don't let it stop me from getting what I need done. Now, if I was having the worst stomach cramps in my life, I'd be fucking like this. But I'm all right, man. It's a little fucking little inflammation, but I'm all right. Vegan gains is always annoying, bro. He got jacked though. He got like way bigger. He started doing steroids and shit. I saw Bozier coming back to the UFC. I'm like, eh. If they weren't in Canada, they wouldn't be giving him that shot. Now, to be fair, I was always pitching the idea of getting Bozier to the UFC early on. Then when they let him go, I kind of forgot about him. Yeah, bro. Nah, I don't plan on eating that brand for a while. I'm gonna eat the Purdue brand. I already told Jersey, I'm like, yo, you can enjoy those. They're not agreeing with me. Wow, Hooper by sub at plus 215 is actually leading the fucking pack in a big way. 48%. Not even like it was a close call. It was big deal shit. 48% going Hooper sub on this one. I respect it though. Brian Battle on Saturday. I think he's cooked against Johnny Eblin. I think Eblin might actually finish him. Hey, let's keep running, man. Ignacio Bahamondes, Tofiq Musayev. I like Bahamondes' chances a lot in this fight. I don't see him losing. It's more for me about how does he finish it? Is it a knockout? Does he win a competitive decision? Does Tofiq have some moments? There's a lot of power on Bahamondes' side, but these guys, specifically like Manuel Torres, that walked into the kill shots. They walked into it, right? Feel like, is Tofiq gonna look to wrestle a lot here? I'm sure. I think that Bahamondes' striking is too much, and I think his takedown defense should hold up pretty good, and then his overall, grappling skills should allow him to fare pretty well against Tofiq. Tafiq's a lot shorter, bro. I feel like he's too small, actually. It's like, oh, but Fiziev's elite kickboxing, though, and a different level of athlete. But the way that I play it in my mind is I think Ignacio Bahamondes, my dog is barking like crazy. I hope that's not a fucking weird universal sign that the dog is going to win. But I think Bahamondes is probably going to take this one home with maybe a later stage stoppage, potentially even like a club and sub, or just a unanimous decision. The sub, yeah. See, I had that gut feeling too. Maybe a club and sub. I kind of like over 1.5 with Bahamondes as a possibility, but obviously, you do something like that, you're gonna be really pissed off if he finishes it early. So, I wish nothing but the best if you're going for that. And it's not a great line. The over 1.5 with Bahamondes winning was plus 100. Musayev's debut was a nicely aged L, that's for sure. Well, let's look at something here. Let's look. Let me see what the props are looking like. I think Bahamondes by sub has to be included. Bahamondes sub is plus 375. Yeah. And you might find it at better odds than that, but I think Bahamondes sub is live. Decision plus 250, KO plus 165. Bro, there's this dog barking outside that's pissing my dog off, bro, and it's pissing me off. I hate those barking dogs, man. So much fucking. Shut the fuck up, you motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. I hate that shit, bro. Barky ass dogs, man. It's annoying for me. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think there are a lot of ways Bahamondes wins. That's why I put him in the parlay with Navajo. Fuck it. That's an easy. That feels like an easy true lock. Easy true lock 2-leg, bro. Like the true lock of the night. Why you like rabbits? They don't bark. I remember when my grandparents had rabbits in the backyard. Whole bunch of them, 25. A lot of them bouncing up and down. Like, man, these cute little rabbits are so cool. They got them in the backyard. Next day, I go back to visit. So where the fuck the rabbits go? They're all gone. Huh. You're eating them for fucking dinner. They were all killed. You're gonna eat the rabbit. Holy shit. You think it's a pet, bro. Not how it's fucking food, man. That shit was crazy. I got a mixed breed dog. She's a mutt. She's a sweet mutt. Behind Sterling is the lock for me. Yeah, yeah. He grows dragons, quiet as fuck. That's cool. Yeah. Brutal, dog. Brutal. I was like, I have a vision of it in my mind of all these rabbits and then them just like kind of turning to skeleton and ash in a second. I see it in my head. I could have really turned out to be like a grade A sociopath after that experience. It's honestly a blessing that I'm not. I don't remember liking the taste. I don't know. I don't eat rabbit, bro. I haven't had rabbit cooked in my household in a long time, but I don't eat it. No rabbits for me. Dog reveal. I've had the dog reveal before. Right now, I might do a vomit reveal for you guys. I might yak on stream. I'll give you a reveal of my fucking insides if you want. Little puke reveal. That'd be pretty cool. Big J pukes live. A lot of rabbit in the Greek cooking. It's just not my forte. They're little rabbits, bro. AJ saying he's not a sociopath for wearing the hat from Taxi Driver. It's funny. Take 3M and walk around. I gotta work, bro. I gotta work, bro. I gotta work in Man J, you know? It's stream time. And we're about to get to the main card. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I can always hold it together, bro. Even when I'm nauseous, it's fine. Wearing the hat and cursing out dogs. Honestly, bro, I'm in a hell of a mood today. You're right. I think Eblin does decent in the UFC. He definitely could get some wins. I mean, shit. Is Eblin a dead man against Bruno Ferreira? You know, I think he can win those type of fights. I think he beats Abus Magomedov. Grasso decision keeps calling my names like a dream/nightmare. Listen, pick one. Is it your dream or your nightmare? That's it. So the Bahamondes knockout is actually the consensus pick, but only by 3 points. And then in second place, it's Bahamondes sub at much bigger plus money tag. So I would say that's something, rather worth considering for the masses. Listen, I do want to jump up to the main card. What I got to ask of you guys is, hey, if you like the show, make sure you like the stream. All right. So hit the like button, subscribe it up, and keep it locked in, man. You guys know the drill. You guys know the drill. This is the Chill Vibes PropAholics stream, but I'm bringing the heat every day. I'll be live tomorrow. I got videos for you guys tomorrow. I got bangers on bangers on bangers, man. I got bangers on bangers on bangers. Yeah. So next up, it's Terrence McKinney versus Kyle Nelson. My prediction for this fight is that Terrence McKinney probably gets him out in round one. That's a typical Terrence McKinney pick. It's not that Nelson's terrible, though. And if he survives the early storm, he should be able to handle. Hey, Churapaku, what's up, bro? I'm looking towards what's Nelson to win inside distance plus 160. They're not giving you much. Nelson KO plus 265. Nelson sub plus 650. KO would make more sense. Nelson wins around 2 plus 600. Wow. Terrence McKinney was talking about patience in this fight, but hard to believe. Very hard to believe. I don't know, man. These guys are who they are. Like Terrence McKinney is a round one blitzer. He goes crazy in round one and then it falls apart afterwards. You really can't make much money with Terrence McKinney. I think round one, you could go just straight after it and chase that. But what else are you really going to do, you know? Like, seriously, what else are you really going to do with McKinney? Round one. Right. I think he's live for a sub. Under 1.5 is what? Minus 220? Jesus. Dude, I just don't see McKinney changing. He is who he is. He is who he is, man. If UFC fights with 2 minutes, he would be champ. Dude, he's got a great style for BKFC. With those 2-minute rounds, I feel like he put people out in like 30 seconds over there. McKinney sub is plus 225. KO plus 165. Kyle Nelson as a pro has been submitted just one time. Matt Sales, 2019. Holy shit, I forgot about Matt Sales. Arm triangle. Wow, dude. Matt Sales is a forgotten guy. One of the early contender series winners that looked like he had a lot of promise. Nothing happened, bro. You guys remember Matt Sales? That's a fucking throwback name. I forgot about him. Matt Sales subbed him. If Matt Sales can sub you, then there's a chance McKinney can sub you. Hey, listen, Matt Sales has that win over, Kyle Nelson at age pretty well. I'm gonna say McKinney sub, but KO could hit. I don't know. McKinney sub. Something's telling me. Into the fucking rear naked strangle. It might be live. After he, rocks him early. Big blitz. I just realized the title of this stream is Best Props Bet. Is it Best Props Bet or Best Prop Bets? You know what I'm saying? Best Props Bet? Doesn't sound right. Best Prop Bets. Yeah, vote in the polls, my people. Vote in the polls. Three-leg prop bet, straight bet. Listen, savage three-leg prop. Hey, what's up, Trip? How you feeling, bro? I'm feeling a lot better, guys. I don't feel like I'm going to puke anymore. It went away. Dude, Useless told me, he was sending out good energy. He said, you're going to be good by the main card. We're on the main card. I don't feel nauseous anymore, so I'm grateful. Parlay Pete, you might have to change your name, bro, because whenever I look at you in chat, I think of Palm Beach Pete, and then I think of Jeffrey Epstein. Whoa! PDX Hoya. He just dropped a $100 donation on stream. That is immense generosity. Thank you for $100, dude. Appreciate you working through the sickness. I have to get these bets in tonight because DK ends as soon as I drive across the river into WA. Listen, bro, you're going into Washington. You got to get DraftKings in right now. I'm glad you're always supporting me, PDX. That's a generous ass dono. $100 on a beautiful Thursday. And PDX, this is not the only stream. I'm doing members after this. So, hell yeah. W to PDX, bro. Thank you for getting the dono train running. Thank you for being a generous gem to the community. First dono of the day, and it's $100. That's badass, bro. So, absolute savage W to the boy, man. Thank you very much, PDX. You're a savage. Listen, I think McKinney's winning round one. I really do. McKinney wins by sub in round one plus 350 if you want to chase it. Want to make some magic happening? LMFAO, that's crazy. Big J, I actually live in Fort Pierce, 30 minutes from Palm Beach. Listen, Parlay Pete, I'm just telling you, dude. You're living near him. Like, are you Palm Beach Pete, a.k.a. Epstein? Hey, the nausea is mostly gone, Useless. And I thank you for it. You're sending out the good energy. Lucas Tracy picked Pyfer by KO. Jesus. I hope he's wrong, man. I hope he's wrong about the big meaty hooks, man. I really do. Lucas Tracy doesn't watch tape, but I think that's what makes it interesting. He's like a wild card, bro. He's coming in off just instincts, How many picks have we psyched ourselves out of because of tape? That's what I think sometimes. But I do think Izzy wins for sure. I think it's Izzy's time. Adesanya. I need an Izzy win, bro. I'll be sad if he doesn't. Like, genuinely, of all the main events this year, of all the picks, I'll be sad if this one misses. Good energy from Chad and from AJ. Hey, W Useless. We don't know if he doesn't have a chin, No, like, empirical evidence on that. There's assumptions, but there's no empirical evidence that I can strongly present saying he doesn't have a chin. His nose did look a little smushed. You got tape in your brain from watching the fight. You don't need no tape. Totally fair, man. Sometimes the refresher, though, is the element of tape or little small nuances that you may have forgotten, you know? I saw Izzy's nose. I saw it on X earlier today. Izzy Schnaz. Can one of the mods send me the smush nose pic of Adesanya? Phone is fucking buzzing like a freak over here. My God. Group chats, bro. Group chat's going nuts. Let me see what the fuck is about. Oh, that's funny as shit. I'll answer that shit after. That's funny. Hey, thank you for getting me the image. All right. The Adesanya nose. They're saying it looks different. You guys have to decide for yourselves. Is the Izzy nose different? Is it just the lighting, though? Or is that nose smashed now? The nose is a little different. Yeah. The lighting is different too, but the nose is a little different. The imperfection right there is different, and the bridge looks more flat. But that's what, years of sparring is going to do to you, though. Tempt me with chicken nuggets? Hell no. Staying away from chicken nuggets, bro. Fuck those. Fuck the chicken nuggets, my boy. Fuck those chicken nuggets, man. The nose is definitely a bit smushed. When they sign the poster, you can see the better angle. It looked flatter for sure. Listen, broken nose Izzy. Look at Jack Della, bro. These guys, I'm telling you, break your nose, it might be better. You're more savage because of it. Give me fucking flat nose Adesanya with more confidence. Now, we got Yusri Belgaroui versus Abdul-Malik. This pick, of all the picks, feels like a possibility of a crumble. My prediction is Abdul-Malik, but is it a confident pick? Fuck no. It's like Belgaroui's striking is really impressive. Malik's wrestling is pretty good. He's got really long arms, which I think could aid to the wrestling being more effective than Azamat Bakoyev. But if he can't do anything on top, he's fucked. Yusri Belgaroui is a Pereira training partner and former foe. Very unimpressive when he fought on Contender Series, but at the end of the day, UFC debut was sick. All right, let's see the nose. Yeah, so he took a big shot to the right side of the fucking nose, or the left side of his nose. Why is it Joe Pyfer looks like a choir boy now? We have religious Joe Pyfer. We got fucking flat-nosed Izzy. And then we got Alexa Grasso looking fantastic. Macy Barber looking ready to go. We got Michael Chiesa with his fucking Frenchie. We got Niko Price looking homeless. We got Lahayan Douglas looking intense. We got no picture of fucking Juicy J. They don't even want him on the poster. Abdul-Malik. We got T-Rex having a good time. We got Kyle Nelson looking like your local wrestling coach. You got Adrian Yanez looking like a local amateur boxer. I don't know. Alexia Thainara is reminding me of like a young Michael Jackson. Bruna Brasil just looks like a girl that works out. Pretty simple, man. The fighters in real life. There you go. Back to this fight. It's a shiesty Abdul-Malik pick. It might be wrong. Yeah, I don't know, man. I want to sleep on it one more night. I feel very twisted about it. Definitely see the striking pathway for Belgaroui, but if the wrestling works for Abdul-Malik, like I could see control from top position, I could see a bit of a grind heavy performance from him. The one element of Abdul-Malik that I don't love is he's never been distanced before because I'd like a grind heavy decision. Belgaroui, Belgaroui. I don't know, dude. I feel like I might be making a mistake going Malik as I think about it right now. Reasonable thought. Yusri Belgaroui, I know can beat him in kickboxing, and I know that Malik is the better wrestler. Is Malik going to get him down and keep him down? Hear me out, AJ. Belgaroui decision does not sound bad. That Cody fight with Mansour that he won, still sus. True. Shit. Nah, I see what you're saying. Belgaroui does feel right. Even the name Belgaroui. Like Malik sounds like magnet, bro. Belgaroui, you know, that 10-7's a fucking magnet. Timu Poetan versus wrestlers. You're right. The thing is, Malik is a wrestler, but he's like more of a athletic fighter than just a traditional wrestler. He's not that good of a fucking wrestler. Jesus, bro. I like over 1.5 too, bro. Belgaroi's plus 110. Let's see. All right, over 1.5 minus 190. I do think it's probable. Let's see. Belgaroui decision plus 265. Belgaroui KO plus 275. Nothing is exciting to me about a Malik prop. I think like Belgaroui wins over a round and a half at plus 180 is nice. Belgaroui over 1.5, dude. Like as I look at it, what line is okay? Like would I touch a fucking Malik finish? And Malik, he's never won a decision, man. I like Belgaroui could tune him up to a decision. Shit, man. The biggest thing is if Malik is struggling to get a takedown, he's fucked. This is such a fucking coin flip, dude. But Malik does have long arms, so those takedowns could work. Like Malik could be due for his first decision. Just because he's never won by decision doesn't mean it's not possible. You know, a lot of times we get into this mentality, well, X fighter has never won by this method, so it'll never happen. But there's a pathway in this matchup for Mansour Abdul-Malik to bring a lot more of a tactical and I'd even say like slower paced approach. Like just going out crazy on a former pro kickboxer is a good way to get knocked the fuck out. So if you're on Abdul-Malik's team, you're like, okay, we're gonna be patient on the feet. We're gonna shoot for takedowns. This does feel like it's aura based, bro. I feel like the face off of everything. Face off everything. If we see bad posture on this side of Abdul-Malik, I am pick flipping to Belgaroui tomorrow. This prediction is going to be based off posture. Number one, I'll tell you guys straight up. My initial read was very blurry. Very blurry. I was thinking potential Malik decision. I think potential Belgaroui upset KO. I think Belgaroui decision is live. Over 1.5 is definitely the best way to run it. Confidence, yeah. Belgaroui decision plus 265. Belgaroui could put him out though. Volume and accumulation of damage plus 275 for the KO. But that over 1.5 seems real probable. Real high likelihood. Plausible, bro. Your boy, he's fucking slurring over here. I'm not nauseous anymore. I'm just slurring my words. My God. Chat, we're at 59 likes. Let's get 60 likes up in here. Make sure you guys smash the live stream like button for me as we close in on the main event. Getting close. We're getting real close. 4 fights left. One stupid ass matchup, but 4 good fights left. Belgaroui and over 1.5 at plus 180 is nice. You have Usfree and Ignacio in a little parlay. That's a good strikers parlay. Usfree Belgaroui. Betting the house on Usfree. Respect. I respect you, bro. Usfree said in a Dutch interview he's likely to win a decision. I mean, I see patience on his side, whereas Malik kind of gets crazy. The thing is, Belgaroui has so many more fights than him in just combat, right? You think about all the kickboxing fights, like, holy shit, dude. What's Usfree's kickboxing record? I don't even know. Let's look this up. You go to Wikipedia to find it. 27-7 in kickboxing. So he's got more MMA fights, and then he's also got a shit ton of kickboxing fights. So a lot more experience. That's the issue I have with Malik Tupacu. He says, I don't think Malik has the ability to follow a clean game plan. His cage IQ isn't great. That's my factor that I'm feeling as I've sat on this fight for a week. Yeah, I'm going to like fully base it off the weigh-in tomorrow. Like the official pick is going to be at the weigh-ins tomorrow. But I might go Belgaroui, dude. I don't know. Something's pushing me that way. Belgaroui and over 1.5 at plus 180 is the masses decision. And I like that call. 38% of the chat. Malik Smothers, 5 years younger, hard fought decision. Totally fair. 1 year from now, you'll be betting Belgaroui to beat Adesanya. Let's see. Younger fighter wins, but it's not like Belgaroui at 33 is old for middleweight, though. Official pick flip? No. Currently, it's Malik. We'll see tomorrow. Next fight on the card, Julian Erosa versus Lahayan Douglas. This is the one that I would say is my probably most controversial pick of the card. Obviously, a lot of people in the community are with me, but on the same front, there's a lot of people heavily on the other side. I think Julian Erosa is really live for an upset against Lahayan Douglas. Lahayan hits hard. He's a power striker, but I don't know, man. I got my doubts. Julian Erosa is a pretty dangerous submission threat. And then you talk about his stand-up. He's an accurate kickboxer. And of course, he's a hands-low style. He could be caught by big shots over the top. Erosa's been starched by much worse competition. Okay, the guys who have starched Erosa, let's look at it closely. It hasn't happened since 2023. The same year that Julian Erosa got knocked out, Lahayan Douglas was knocked out by Isaac Thompson. 3-1 in his last 4, just coming off of the fight of the night performance against Melky Costa. I think a lot of people will agree. It seems like Julian Erosa has improved over the past 2 years. From 2023 to now, I feel like he's a better fighter. It's been nearly 3 years since he's been KO'd. I think the odds are mispriced. I really do. I'm going Erosa for the upset. I think a sub is going to be live. If he starts having striking success, I could see Lahayan shooting a takedown, getting caught in a submission. I look at the punching of Lahayan. Yes, they're hard punches, but dude, like, you have to be real with me here. Ivan Tina, Nathan Gareb, Javier Reyes, Elijah Johns, Cam Teague. None of these guys are close to Julian Erosa's level. And then he got knocked out by Isaac Thompson, who's a good prospect. Chepe Mariscal subbed him way back, 2018. I like Lahian Douglas, but like this is a lot to ask. This is quick, man. This is like right away, we're going to start you off against a crafty vet. Erosa too hittable. The thing about Erosa, though, is I think he's improved his defense. So go back and rewatch the Melky fight. Yes, the head kick early. Yes, there was moments, but keeps his hands a little higher than when he was younger. And I'm looking at Erosa, and I'm looking at his performance with Melky, landing takedowns, getting in Melky's face. I'm like, this is not the same Julian Erosa that got knocked out in 2023 by Bruce Leroy. It's an Erosa that has really turned the corner, and I just feel as though I have to favor the veteran savviness. I understand stylistic nightmare. I understand Lahian Douglas is a heavy-handed boxer. I like Lahian Douglas. I like Lahian Douglas, dude. I picked him on Contender Series with easy confidence. I think he's a good prospect. You think Melky pillow fisted, but he also caught him with a head kick too, though. Douglas is a 3-1 favorite, bro. I'd rather go underdog at plus 250. I think the line's mispriced. Whether or not Erosa wins, I will much rather bet plus 285 now on Julian Erosa and chase the dog and go for the value line in a fight that I see as mispriced, and I think Erosa has a pathway, as opposed to laying minus 350 down on a debut. Now, to be fair, if you like Lahian Douglas to win, knockout prop seems like his way to go. It's minus 175. Lahian Douglas, if you want to go Douglas KO round 1, plus 160 if he's to touch Erosa's chin early. Erosa's the pick and bet. Fought close with Melky and showed insane durability in all 3 rounds. Melky goes and finishes Sharir and Ige. His striking defense and footwork is improving. That's what I'm thinking, Paku. He's one of those guys that have leveled up a bit later. A little bit later. Early run, Erosa maybe had more of a journeyman mentality, but father Erosa now, I feel like he's ready for it. You going round 1, Douglas KO? I think that would be the way to bet him. You get plus money for it too. I'm excited to watch this fight, bro. I'm really excited. I want to see how the young prospect fares with the big spot. Giving up some height, giving up some reach. Crafty Julian Erosa. Nice performance last time out in a loss to Melky. I wonder if Erosa takes Lahian Douglas down and surprises him with some wrestling. Erosa's getting older. Douglas is hungry, older and safe. I mean, Lahian Douglas is 30. Erosa's 36. I get it. You like Erosa, he's great, but I think Douglas punches too hard and Erosa gets hit. Let's see. Let's see. I think Erosa's being slept on. We will see exactly what we saw from Silva against Campbell last week. But the difference there was Silva's the UFC vet, Campbell's the unproven debut. That's what I view as a different element of this shit. And Erosa's a game vet, bro. I like the fight of the night performance against Melky. I want to believe in Erosa to pull off the upset. I don't think he should be a plus 285 underdog at all. I know Lahian Douglas is scary. He's a fucking Brazilian savage with the ink and the intense look in his eye. Well, let's see. You think Erosa going to get slept for sure? Let's find out. I don't know. I'm not feeling that, dude. I'm not. I think at plus 285, Erosa's at least worth a fucking touch, man. I think Lahian's too big at minus 350. Think it's going to be like RoboCop Bruno Ferreira, 1 or 2? $74% a shot going Douglas. Chat's going all Douglas all day. 74%. Douglas plays it safe. Decision, Douglas. I respect that call. 74% of the chat on Douglas. I'm happy to see Paku is on my side. I'm always hyped to see Paku seeing what I'm saying. Erosa gonna sub his ass. Clear grappling advantage. If it evens, gets to a clinch. He's so crafty. Believe his ability to use trips and takedowns to get to a dominant position and a finish. Hey, W Paku. W Paku. The Erosa sub is savage. I know a lot of you guys like Douglas by KO. I know. It's minus 175. Listen, the books are telling you that Lahayan Douglas could even be a piece of the trash can parlay. They're saying Erosa's got no shot. I don't agree with that. Douglas by knockout is minus 175. Okay. Let's see. Erosa by sub plus 600. Douglas KO round 1 plus 160. You know, when Erosa gets knocked out, the whole chat gonna go crazy. Listen, if that happens, God bless the haters, bro. They'll all come in talking shit, flexing on me. Bruh, my minus 350 favorite knocked out the underdog that you chose to pick because you thought the line was mispriced and it was a fight that Erosa had a good chance to pull through. Oh, man. They're so smart, bro. They're so smart. When I go savage underdog lock, and especially when I run it with a plus 285, bro, I'm grabbing my nuts and saying I'm throwing down on it. My true lock of the card, obviously, if you watch this week's Best of MMA Bets with any sense of fucking listening to what I'm actually saying, not just looking to fucking meme, you know, and what's it called, trying like emote my ass on the other side if I lose. You know what I said. Navajo, Sterling, Ignacio, 2-leg is the lock parlay. That's my highest of confidence. But I like the savage underdog. I'm picking Erosa to win. I think it's a fight that definitely there's an argument for the other side. Of course, like, I'm not fucking blind. But I'll go plus 285 dog all day on that one. Fuck yeah. Give me Erosa, dude. Give me Erosa. Fuck yeah. You get plus 285, bro. Hell yeah. I'll do Erosa at plus 285. Coming off the fight of the night with Melky. Give me that shit. Veteran experience. Come on, bro. When you parlay 2 correct finish. Listen, if you go finishing props and a parlay, good. Listen, man, the difference between me and the motherfuckers talking shit in chat, I don't give a fuck. And I'm not hoping they lose on their bets, you know? The goal for me is just to fucking win on mine. And, you know, if you guys follow, for us to win all together. But on the other end, I'm not mad at other people winning, bro. Come on. Erosa's veteran experience is the key. While Douglas has power, Erosa's elite submission game and superior gas tank allow him to survive early danger and find a late finish. I think it's possible, Midwest Cannabis. Yeah. W on that, bro. Boom, 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 boom. MMA is a cynical sport, though. I understand. All right. So I got the poll options for you guys up. They're up and ready. You want a Erosa, then flip Douglas. Truth be told, I wouldn't bet either. Respect. I'm going the Erosa dog side. Oh, yeah. Get me Erosa. Odds are heavily influenced by his early KO and Contender Series. True. And the opponent was not very good. All right, come on. Nah, I don't think he's doing PFL. You think Erosa handles? I think Erosa's more than live, bro. He's plus 285. That's fucking ridiculous to me. That is ridiculous to me. That doesn't make any sense. If he was like a plus 150 dog, I'm like, all right, this prospect got hyped. That's fair. You telling me minus 350 against an OG like Erosa? He's just going to get fucking done? Knocked out, one shot? Like, it's not even a fight? Erosa getting knocked out is part of the prediction. It's about looking at paths for each fighter to win. I see many paths for Erosa and a big KO side for Douglas. Yeah, exactly, Paco. People betting on Douglas. He's a very popular pick for the people. Community is picking 78% on Lahayan Douglas. Understand though, sometimes those really popular locks are dangerous territory for your parlays. Let's see if he's the prop bust of the night. Oh, excuse me, the parlay buster of the night. As much as I want to believe in Izzy, I think he gets KO. Damn, Action Jackson. I'll be sad. I'll be sad for my boy. I'll cry. Yeah, dude, PDX, I'm waiting too. Bro, after the weigh-in, I swear to God, that shit's going to be fucking plus 300 after weigh-in. Give me that shit, bro. Fuck it. Give me that shit. We need a big underdog that hits. Dude, Cam Teague is really bad. You love the Lock City parlay? Thanks, bro. It's a great fucking play. The Lock City parlays money. I remember when Connor threw the dolly at the bus and Chiesa got the cut on it. Didn't sue. Oh, shit. You're right. He didn't sue. Maybe that's why. You're right. The UFC say, listen, you don't sue us, we'll give you good fights. That's why he always gets great matchups. Genius fucking take, useless. That's why. I didn't even think about that, but you're so right. Yeah, I'm going Adesanya as well. Douglas by KO is the chat pick. They're loving it. You think Grasso is going to come through? She's a live underdog. I wouldn't bet on Macy Barber, dude. The value is on the plus money bet on Grasso all day. But I feel like Barber's going to squeak by with a close decision. But totally, bro. Like, I would not gamble money on minus 185 Barber. Like, that's stupid, bro. You're way better off betting Grasso. To me, that's 51 to 49%. Like, that's what the fight to me is lined at in my head. This is, to me, Barber and Grasso should have the same odds as Casey O'Neill and Gabby Fernandes. That shit, you're paying a price on Barber. So, like, the value is 1,000% on the underdog attack all day, bro. Grasso should not be sitting at that line. That makes no sense at all. So, yeah, you're right to feel that way. All right, let's keep on climbing up the card. Me and Jacko went Simon Navo for a lock parlay. Hey, W, Paco. Let's go, Paco. I just fucking botched your name, but I don't know what the fuck's happening. I was nauseous being in the stream, bro. I can't say words right now. Paco, W, bro. That's my lock parlay, so that's great. All right, let's get to the feature fight. Michael Chiesa, Niko Price. Chiesa probably subs him. Listen, Niko Price is fighting for a paycheck. That's it. Like, you're only going to take these short notice fights when your main goal is just to make a little money. And he's got a lot of kids at home. I'm sure he wants to provide for the fam. And he's got the balls to step in. To be honest, it's not really a fight he's going to get hurt in. Veretinnikov fucked him up, but he's probably not getting knocked out here. So Chiesa probably out wrestles him. And then I think the grappling skills are better. Chiesa to win by sub is minus 145. My God. Bro, can you imagine Price pulls off a decision? Split decision, upset. We all just talking smack. We're watching, aren't we? Your channel rocks. Hey, W, the one and OB. I appreciate you, bro. Chiesa, the lock of the card. I mean, he's definitely a lock, but dog, like he's minus fucking, 600. No, he's minus 800, dude. What are we thinking? Come on. Yeah, sub, Chiesa, easy money. What's Chiesa round 1 or 2? Let's see. Minus 115. Chiesa round 1 or 2 is minus 115. That's the vibe, dude. Chiesa sub minus 125 when you track bets. That's a good play. I like that. All right. Yeah, exactly. Hometown fight. Come on, bro. Chiesa sub. I doubt we're going to see Chiesa try to knock him out with boxing. Chiesa decision plus 265. I don't feel like Niko's getting the distance. But when's the last time Niko got subbed, though? Let me double check something. Niko Price Was last submitted against Jacoby Smith, but Jacoby Smith's a savage. Before that, he was last submitted by Vicente Luque back in 2017. You know, Chiesa decision. What is that? Plus 265 for a Chiesa decision? I just can't bet real money on Chiesa, bro. I completely understand that. Totally fair, Majestic. I think it makes sense. It's like, dog, it's Chiesa, though. If Niko was on a full camp, this shit would be different. But, dog, it's Niko on fucking days' notice. A week's notice? Like, come on now. I can't pick week's notice Niko. But maybe he goes the distance, though. Like, if he goes distance, you can make some fucking money here on that Chiesa decision. You think he gets it on the cards? Plus 265. Chiesa on the scorecards, man. Chiesa sub over half a round is plus 120. Could go over half a round. Probably does. Bro, if Niko lands like he did on Jacoby Smith, Mike is out. I am rooting for that. I am rooting for a fucking upset. That'd be fantastic. Plus 550 dog. Niko Price with the fucking upset, bro. I will be happy for him. I hope that a wild ass punch lands for Niko. It's just probably not. You know? Unfortunately. Unfortunately, probably not. But I hope so. I don't hate Chiesa. I would just be happy for Niko Price to get a win. Bo or Dawkins? My initial lean was Bo, but the more I think about it, I'm like, damn, Dawkins got a fucking chance here. Dawkins is game. Wow, Chiesa by sub is blowing the fucking shit out. But hey, second place is dog or pass, though. So there is some dog or pass love. Sub minus 145, dog or pass 27%, and then that Chiesa minus 145 sub is at 42. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's keep running it. All right, next poll is up. Let's keep on moving. Our next fight on the card. Ladies, Alexa Grasso, Macy Barber 2. I feel like Barber by a close ass decision. I think they're definitely going over 2.5, but it's like minus 400. Grasso's boxing is better, but I think Barber could definitely give her problems with that kind of relentless forward pressure. She's a very pressure focused striker with good wrestling, a strong ground game, and she's athletic too. She's got good leg kicks. Macy Barber's also got like good striking flurries. Grasso's gonna have to manage space pretty well and start catching Barber on her entries. But I see Barber like being annoying, pressing her up against the cage, getting the wrist control, trying to get the body lock, and kind of just a smother approach. And then Grasso trying to be more, effective with technical boxing. I feel like the takedowns from Barber could work here. I feel like Barber on the cards is very live. But the issue to me is I just don't like the idea of betting on Macy Barber. The upside is on a big underdog in Grasso because she's not deserving of an underdog tag. This is a 50-50 fight. Right. You hate to pick Barber, but you have to. I'm exactly with you, Majestic. You just said exactly what I feel. Relying on aggression isn't enough for me. Fair. Grasso to get back on track. It's a live outcome. She could win a close one too. Just Barber's gonna be relentless, man. And this is Barber who's won 7 fights in a row. The last pro loss she had was Grasso many years ago. The upside is Grasso as an underdog. If she can stop Barber's pressure against the cage and then definitely stop some takedowns, some more shots getting through for Grasso, really live outcome. Some bigger and better shots getting through for her. It's 100% like a 50-50. But when you look at lines at a 50-50, you're like, wait a second, plus 160. Like, you're better off going underdog here. Even though I'm picking Macy Barber, like the better side is, yeah, I'd rather bet a plus 160. But I'm kind of at the stay away point. Fight goes distance is now 4-1 odds. It was minus 375 yesterday. Barber decision plus 110. Grasso decision plus 170. Dude, it's a 50-50 fight. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. It's 50-50. Even Stevens, man. Let's see what the plus 3.5 is. Let's see. Damn, they have a Grasso minus 3.5. Wonder what the Grasso plus 3.5 is. Significant strikes over 39.5 at minus 150. It's low key kind of. Barber most takedowns is 5-1. If Grasso lands one takedown, though, what is it? Plus 120? Dude, I feel like Grasso is live for a takedown. You guys got to give me some prop ideas. I'm thinking fight goes distance for sure, but it's terrible. It's a parlay piece at minus 375. Barber decision, Grasso decision. Grasso said her camp's been jiu-jitsu heavy. Can you imagine she pulls off the sub, bro? And it's 50-50. Look at the poll. Look at the poll, dude. 50-50. This fight is split. So if you have an even fight, the value would be betting on the side that is, the underdog. Grasso sub. I'm going to add that in. Because she almost got that armbar in the first fight, bro. People forget she did almost get that armbar. Grasso decision plus 170. Barber decision plus 110. Grasso sub plus 900 for a Grasso sub. You're right. You can have all the value in the world. If it loses, nothing. Totally fair. You got to get the winner. Exactly. What's split or majority decision? Plus 325 for fight to end in split or majority decision. I'm going to say this. I think a good, confident parlay piece is the minus 375 fight goes distance. That's pretty damn live. But just for the sake of, the poll, I feel like I'd rather put something with a bit of excitement on there. Dude, how is it 9-1 for a Grasso sub? Holy shit. You saw Grasso sub at plus 1200? Dude, it's a live call. Grasso by sub. She could sneak in an armbar. I agree, bro. I think this is just not the fight to bet. And Barber historically has done well with close decisions. I mean, if you look at her history, Macy Barber on split decisions, 2-0. Shit, dude. She did win some robberies, yeah. But even though she's won some robberies, like she's leveled up. The skills have still improved. Like that Maverick fight, I thought she fucking lost that years ago. But that was a long ass time ago. Grasso points plus 200. Respect, bro. Good luck. Chat's liking this Grasso split decision. Barber better grappler. But I feel like the better submissions are still on Grasso's side. Better positional control is Barber. Is she going to make it to the walkout? I don't know. She didn't against Blanchfield. She ducked that Blanchfield fight. Last second ducking all the way. All right, I'm closing out the poll, man. I want to move up to the main event, but Grasso to win a decision is the chat's pick. It's a 50-50 call. The value is on it. Second place is Barber decision at plus 110. Barber stronger, Grasso better, BJJ. Money. Fucking ladies going after it, man. Younger fighter, Barber, yeah. More, potential rate of improvement since their first fight as well. All right, let's keep on climbing. Let's get to the main event. If you guys are enjoying the show, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We got Israel Adesanya versus Joe Pyfer. This, to me, is Adesanya's get-back fight. He's on a 3-fight losing streak in the UFC, and the competition notch has been turned down in a substantial degree. Joe Pyfer does not have anybody on the resume that's near an Adesanya level, nor, an Adesanya recent level opponent. Joe Pyfer's biggest win is the Kelvin Gastelum decision, but it's a Kelvin Fatstelum who's washed and more food-focused than training and fighting-focused. Israel Adesanya's keys to victory come down to a simple truth. Distance management, not getting caught in the pocket slugging with Joe Pyfer too often, or especially early. Using the lateral movement and leg kicks to shut that leg down of Pyfer, which will allow for a later stage Adesanya, I think, the style on him. And then takedown defense. Stopping Pyfer's forward pressuring, wrestling attack that he could mix in, and his physicality. Pyfer's very physically fit and strong. He's jacked. If Adesanya is able to manage distance, make it difficult for Pyfer to close that distance and wrestle, I think Adesanya's striking could really get going nicely. If they do tie up and get in close, Adesanya historically has done fairly well at defending takedowns. He has good takedown defense. Now, he is 36. He does have, a new nose. It seems slightly more flat than ever before. And the worry is the chin. He was knocked out against Nasruddin Imavov. But Joe Pyfer is not a Nasruddin Imavov surgical boxer. Joe Pyfer is not a marauder like Dricus du Plessis with unlimited fucking cardio and relentless forward pressure. And Joe Pyfer is not a slick technical boxer with insane output on the side of Sean Strickland. And he's not fucking Poatan, enough to even be said about that one. So you look at the matchup and it's like, yes, Adesanya has lost a lot in a row. But ultimately, I think that this is a level that even in 80% of what he once was, Adesanya should be able to pull it off. Now, we saw the last time Pyfer had a 5-round fight, he lost a decision to Jack Hermanson, where ultimately he was outstruck by Hermanson in the later rounds. Hermanson, a decent kickboxer, but to be fair, the bread and butter of his game in his prime was more so known for grappling skill set. I feel as though Izzy is going to be able to deal with Pyfer's early heavy punches and pressure into later stage technical combination success and potentially a later stage KO. But a decision for Adesanya doesn't shock me by any sense of the word. I'm going to predict that Israel Adesanya wins. Is he going to be what he used to be? Probably not. Is he past his prime? Yes. But is Joe Pyfer that fucking guy? Is he coming up the ranks, breaking into the top? Is he? I don't feel confident to say yes. I feel more so confident to say, I think Adesanya has another good dance left in him. I think Adesanya has another good performance left in him. I think Adesanya can technically outwork Joe Pyfer. I question Pyfer's cardio. I question Pyfer's fight IQ. I do not question Joe Pyfer's one-punch knockout power, nor his skills in grappling when fights do hit the floor. The worry you have is, where's Izzy's mind? He's made a shitload of money. He's a former world champ. He's one of the greatest middleweights, if not the greatest middleweight of all time. And he's 36, and he's lost 3 in a row. He's lost 4 of the last 5, but 4 losses to the best in the game. Whereas Joe Pyfer has only beaten Abus Magomedov, who I don't rate very highly, is okay. Kelvin Gastelum, washed. Marc-Andre Barriault, journeyman at best. I'm going to predict that Israel Adesanya can technically outstrike Joe Pyfer. I think he's going to be hard to track down. I think Pyfer could end up getting frustrated, whiffing on big shots. I think also humble Joe Pyfer, now he's a religious man, could potentially be awestruck by Israel Adesanya in the cage. You are taking on the consensus pick for greatest middleweight of all time. And I think that Izzy is going to be too technically sharp for him. This fight is won simply by distance management on the Adesanya side. Now, if Pyfer is to get into range, short punches, specifically that Adesanya lead left hook, very live to connect. Joe Pyfer does square up to throw big shots, but normally without much risk on the opposite side of fire coming back. Abus Magomedov is not going to hurt Joe Pyfer. Kelvin Gastelum, where he's at now, is not going to hurt Joe Pyfer. Marc-Andre Barriault is not going to hurt Joe Pyfer. Even Jack Hermanson, who beat him, is not going to hurt Joe Pyfer. The Pyfer resume, to me, is just not ready for this, man. He's a good prospect, but a better fight for him would have been Bruno Ferreira or even Christian Leroy Duncan. This is a big jump. From Abus Magomedov to Adesanya is huge. Like, if you look closely at the wins for Joe Pyfer, it's Marc-Andre Barriault, who he knocked out impressively, but Dustin Stoltzfus did as well. Abdul Razak Al Hassan, who I don't rate very highly, a former welterweight. Gerald Mearshart, who's chinny. Alan Amadovsky, who's terrible. And then the recent wins are Abus Magomedov, who's okay. I mean, Abus Magomedov deserves some respect. He beat Michel Pereira, Bruno Ferreira, and Warley Alves. Granted, Michel Pereira fight was god-awful, and Bruno Ferreira rocked him bad in their fight. The Kelvin Gastelum win is fine, but like Gastelum wins a close decision against Dustin Stoltzfus after. Got mauled by Sean Brady 2 fights before. Hadn't really looked prime since, what, 2018? Like, when the fuck is the last time Izzy looked really good? 2019 against Adesanya, 2019 against Till? When? When did he look great? Like, when? I feel like he fell out of his prime. I think that Adesanya fight kind of took everything from him in some way, and he's kind of just sticking around. You know? What's up, Pick'em? I'm going Adesanya. I'm going Adesanya. Israel Adesanya. Shin not the same. Well, does he get hit clean? Can Pyfer close that gap cleanly? Will he? Are we sure of that? I'm not. I'm certainly not. You going the Pyfer side, Pick'em? Damn, man. Right. Best guy, Pyfer fought. Jack Hermanson, the grappler, and he got out kickboxed. He has to be perfect for 25 minutes? I think he could be. I think he could potentially put Pyfer out in the later rounds. If Izzy loses, I don't want you extra quiet about it. I'll be fucking loud about it. Let's see. Izzy is not the 185 Cody Garbrandt. Hermanson rolls with shots well, but it's still Hermanson, though. There's no doubt about it. Joe Pyfer has punching power. You can have a sledgehammer, and he does, but you have to land. I'm not saying to do anything. Put the house on Izzy if you feel it. I think Adesanya wins. Really think Pyfer's going to club in something. I understand the submission side for Pyfer. I actually think value-wise, it was like plus 700. That's a pretty good hedge. Plus 800. That's crazy. I think, yeah, the sub is there. I'm going Israel Adesanya. Now, to look towards the prop betting side, I'm talking a lot about the matchup. I think there is definitely value on this Pyfer sub line. If you're looking for a plus money prop and you're like, hey, what's an outcome that's possible? Pyfer by sub has gone down. It's now only plus 425. It was a lot better. Pyfer sub. Plus 425. All right, let's see. Adesanya to win how? What's the Adesanya over 2.5 looking at now? Let's see. Only minus 110. That's shit. AJ, every 5-round fight that ends in decision needs a 1 minute all strikes in a small circle of the octagon floor. Max Holloway style. Please read this out loud. There you go. Adesanya on the scorecards, plus 175. Not great. Adesanya late stage KO. What is that? Like, what's Adesanya KO 3, 4, and 5? They don't give us this option here? What? Pyfer wins 1, 2, and 3 at plus 230 is kind of how I feel like he'd have to get it done. Adesanya 3 and 4, 9 to 1. Oh, that's terrible. Adesanya by KO plus 280. Not worth it. Not worth it. $65% of the chat going Izzy. That's nice to see. That's nice to see. Chat believes in Adesanya. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. It brings a damn tear to my eye. Chat believes in Izzy. Wow. That's beautiful. Adesanya. One last dance. One last dance. Pyfer by split decision is an easy read. Okay. All right. Any prop that I haven't mentioned that has called you? Is Adesanya decision, Pyfer sub, just money line it or something else? What does the chat want? I'll give you guys one last option. Could do Pyfer wins 1, 2, 3. You think he's going to stop him? Plus 230. Fight to end in KO or not goes distance. Fight doesn't go distance. Let's see. Minus 175 for ends inside distance. I like Adesanya. Is Pyfer earlier? Izzy late? Like if you round 4 prop Izzy, Adesanya wins KO 4, you're looking at plus 2,000. Adesanya wins KO 5 plus 2,200. All right, there we go. That's what I'm putting in. That's my lineup. That's it. Get your votes up in the poll, man. Let's see what the people are thinking. Now, if you guys don't know, after this stream, I'm doing a member stream. That stream's going to start in about 5 minutes, okay? So I got the countdown to the members stream coming. We'll close out this poll before as well. Yeah, members stream coming after this. W members, man. I'm excited to chop it up with you guys. So far, Adesanya decision sitting at the top. Is he round 4 or 5 a decision? Respect on that, yeah. Members J. I am going members J. Make sure you guys smash the like button, J, for me here, though. It feels like a money line fight. I completely agree, H. Members J. Big members J. Bringing the heat every day. I'm excited for members. But the PropAholics showcase is good. I feel great. I feel back to normal now, too, guys. Thank God. For those that gave a fuck, boy feels normal again. Thank God. I see it's fair that you're worried about the nose. Gotta give you a bit of crap, AJ, because I think you're way off. Hey, it's all good. Not offended. You know, if you watch me a long time, Dirty Ray, you know I don't get offended. Will ever bring members on stream again? Sure. Just not doing it tonight. But yeah, I will for sure. Not like a dead thing. I just haven't been doing it lately. Kind of just prefer the chill vibes member stream, man. Man, I answer every fucking question. Nah, it's true, PDX. Broken nose Izzy's worrisome, but broken hand Izzy is way worse than broken nose. I'd rather bet on a guy with a broken nose than a broken hand. At least he's still got the weapons, even if, you know, he's vulnerable. Adesanya W. Let's go, Casey. Big J Savage mode, Stormy. Stormy, how's the military treating you, bro? How is it? How's the military lifestyle so far? That's true. Broken nose means you could be hitting a lot of practice. Or he was sparring with Brando Perisic and got caught with a big punch. McKinney's fight to go past round 2, not the way I'd bet it. I'm eager to see if Izzy still got in him, bro. Hell yeah. I think that's what we're all feeling. We're eager to see. We want to see if Izzy's got anything left. We'll find out Saturday. It's not long away. We'll find it out soon, man. 2 more sleeps, bro. 2 more sleeps and we know. I can't wait. I think it's actually going to be a good card. I hope it is. It's been a hyped up card. So Adesanya by decision takes the cake in the poll at 32%. But second place to it is a simple just money line it call. Hey, Chris Hayes, thank you for 13 months of membership, my boy. Ah, shit, the big 13. Love seeing the channel grow over the past year, bro. Keep killing it. Road to 100 KJ. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, Chris Hayes, man. All love. Hey, we're 47 seconds away from the members only stream. So if you're a member, get ready to chop it up. If you enjoyed the PropAholics show, be sure to hit the likes and subscribe. I appreciate all my PropAholics support. We're going in depth about every single prop bet to possibly had on the card. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Quick little run through of it all to close out. The winner of the main event poll, Adesanya decision, co-main Grasso decision, Chiesa sub in the fight before, Douglas KO in the fight before, Belgaroui over 1.5 in the fight before, McKinney round 1 in the fight before that, Bahamondes KO, Hooper sub, Fortune KO, O'Neal decision, Stirling KO, Simón decision, Thainara decision for a little recap. But all of the poll results will be in the Discord. So if you're a member, make sure you check that out if you need some updates. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys.